What is up, guys? This is David, New York, NY, NYC. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be going over some of the NYPD cards and NYPD personnel I've run into while doing some audits. See how many dangerous people I've run into while doing my auditing. This is a pretty cool thing here. This can't see when I'm touching the screen. Excuse the noise outside. It's New York. So this is the website where you can punch in police personnel's information. And the first police officer we're gonna go over here today is Valetito. Valetito, badge number 19188. He's the police officer I ran into at Foley Square, outside of the courthouses in City Hall. So we're gonna go over Valito. Actually, let me grab my other phone so that I may see comments. It's interesting. Am I live? Am I not live? It's showing that I'm not live. Okay, I'm live. So yeah, we're gonna be going over Tudos, 19188, Command 5. See what this naughty boy has been up to. I think um, somebody had went over. They went over his police history. 188. Cassidy Valetudo. 3 complaints. Let's open them up. Damn, I gotta download. Let's download them. It's not showing his complaints. Who the hell is this guy? James Farley. This is not the person we're looking for. Okay, Valetudo. Physical force. All right, we're getting into it. Physical force. Mr. Valetudo. Threat of arrest. Abuse of authority. 2013. 3/5/2013, abuse of authority, search of a person. He was exonerated of that. But what does that mean when you have police policing themselves? Abuse of authority, threat of arrest, unsustained. So he was exonerated for searching a person. And at least, you know, you're never going to get the truth really with CCRB unless it's like you got your own set of cameras working. But at least now with CCRB, when people make complaints, you actually have a portfolio and a file of things that were said against, police officers, regardless of whether it gets sustained or not. At least when you start to have a history or a file built, you're gonna start to see if people actually, take the time to make the complaints. You'll see what type of things they usually do. So, as you saw that day when I ran into Mr. Cassidy, he was telling me what I can and can't do. So in 2011, he was charged with physical force. The alleged victim was uncooperative. I don't know how the person could be uncooperative if they actually came and filed a complaint. Abuse of physical authority, refusal to provide name, shield number. See, guys, you gotta keep doing that. When you run into these cops and they refuse to give you their name and their shield, it actually does get put on their file. So make sure you guys always do that. Ask them for those badge numbers, for those business cards. This courtesy word. So I guess when a cop says something rude, I was watching a guy, Eli. He just put up a new video, and he catches a guy. Let's head over there, take a look at him. Actually, up on YouTube. He tells the police officer he's dirty ass. The police officer responds in kind by calling him a dirty ass. So in a situation like this, if Eli goes and makes a report, that'll get up on this police officer's file. So he catches this guy sleeping. Yeah, I gotta leave it the other Oh no, it's not this video. Is it this video? No, it's not this video. So Eli, here it is. It's this video. Eli catches this cop sleeping. Eli catches this guy sleeping. And for everybody who's gonna say, well, if the auditor is being rude and disrespectful or he's using disparaging words, the auditor isn't on duty representing the city and state of New York, representing the government, right? So he has the ability to talk how he wants and express himself. I used to work for the Department of Education, right? If a kid comes into my classroom and he's being rude or disrespectful, right? That doesn't then give me the ability, because he behaves a certain way, to then speak and conduct myself in the same conduct that he's doing. So that applies here. You're a police officer representing the law, the government, and the city and state of New York. Because I speak and behave myself in a certain way, you're still on the clock representing the United States. You can't then conduct yourself in the same fashion as me. You got to be professional. So what you see here is Eli catches this cop.
Yo, wake the fuck up, man. What is you doing, man?
What are we paying you for? To sleep? You gonna activate that body cam? Activate it. There you go.
What's wrong with you, G?
Were you up building a treehouse last night?
Eli's edits are pretty cool.
Is it on?
But let's get to the Asian officer. He comes in hot.
75th. I can barely see. Fit, bro. Yo, what prison?
So the officer comes in hot, and Eli winds up calling him dirty.
See, now they acting like they working, my baby. You heard? All right? So don't comment.
Sleeping on the job, man? You sleep on the job too?
See, now. You dirty, man. Telling me that. Dirty ass.
You dirty ass. You dirty ass.
Nah, you dirty, nigga. I'm not a cop, nigga. You dirty.
This was just an example of this right here. Damn, they took it off the screen already. Come on, guys. Come on. Download again. So, yeah, whatever situation this police officer found himself in, where he used a discourteous word. You're on the clock. Civilians aren't on the clock. They pay tax dollars to fund police officers. So you gotta. The whole reason for going to that video was to explain that. Doesn't matter what type of language or conduct the civilian is behaving in. You have to still conduct yourself in a proper form or fashion. So as you guys saw yesterday when I ran into that cop, we'll hop over and take a look at that video. This is the cop in question. Here he is right here.
Gotcha.
You can record as much as you like. You have Zoom on your camera, but you have to be a safe distance away because you're putting my life and your life in danger.
It's not true.
So, yes, you have to be a safe distance away to record.
No, I don't.
You can't record right on top of me because you
No, I don't.
unsafe
It's not
position
true.
for me and you. And look, I'm recording too.
It's not.
Unsafe. That's all the guy could say is unsafe. So this was the gentleman in question that I just pulled up his CCRB information. And he actually did get physical with me. He did put his hands on me. If you go out and take a look at the full video, he walks up to me telling me how I would feel comfortable. And as he walked up to me, I walked up to him. And to express that I wasn't uncomfortable, I opened my arms to give him a hug. Put his fist like this and put it in my chest. Pushed me away. Also, before that, when I was letting him know I wasn't going to move away from the car, I think you could see in the video he actually reaches out and tries to grab me. Makes contact with like my shoulder, chest area. So the accusations of physical force, which happened once in 2010, October 2010, the 20th, he was exonerated. And then in 2011, they alleged that the victim was uncooperative. I don't buy it. Don't buy it at all. Let's move on to the next copper. Officer Casey, 15196. He didn't put his command up. But we'll head back over. I'll head back over to our handy dandy police finder and tap in 15196. Daniel Casey, 17th precinct, 0 complaints. Let's go in to make sure there's 0 complaints. Yep. So let's go through 10. We'll go through 10. How many out of 10 coppers are bad? The thing too with these cards and complaints is there's been a million times growing up as a kid that I ran into cops and didn't bother making a complaint. So just because you don't see a complaint doesn't necessarily mean the cop is clean. But Casey Daniel, as far as his records, his profile, he's clean as of right now. Sergeant Chin, 5039. That's the next copper up on the hot seat. Sergeant Chin. Let's go check him out. Five 039. Chin. Okay, we got him here. 4 total complaints. Check him out. It's a sergeant, by the way. Force. We got a forceful gentleman here in Sergeant Chin. He's actually community affairs. I remember him. Actually, I'm not sure. I think it's the gentleman from community affairs in Flushing. He was the guy I had caught in the squad car doing some activities on his phone, if you get my hand gesture. And he's a big physical force guy. He's real touchy-feely. He was, what is that? January, February, March. In April of 2020, during COVID, he was getting touchy with people, spreading the COVID. Then in July, a little bit after 4th of July, he was touchy again. Then the next month in August, in the middle of the heat wave, he was getting even more touchy. This might have been during the whole George Floyd protest and all of that. But in any regards, people felt the need to, take time and go out of their way to make these filings and reports with CCRB. As you can see in almost all these situations, what do you get? Exonerated, unsustained, victim, unidentified. I mean, people come out of their way to make these claims, and it's just getting exonerated, unsustained, or any excuse to just throw it out. No penalties. We almost never see any recommendations or any officer penalties. Officer Chin, Nan Chin, from the 111 precinct. So 2 out of 3 been naughty boys. Officer Luang, he's up next on the hot seat. Luang 22602. Let's check him out. What I'm gonna start doing is, we got the football games on today. I don't know, something in my spirit just wanted me to jump on and do this. But in the future, what we're gonna start doing is, I'm not gonna say it actually. I was gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. It's better to do things than just say it. But it's gonna be good. Stay tuned in. We're gonna do deep dives on these offices. Some real deep dives. Actually, yeah, we'll do this one, and then I'm gonna cut the video off after this. I'll be on later, and we'll do some deeper dives into these police officers. That's what we'll do. I'll say it here. Actually, no. Let's type in Officer Luang's badge number 22602. Stanley Luang. He's from the 17th precinct. He's got 0 complaints. Zero complaints. Zero complaints. Here's my little area. Brandon Mitchell, what's up, big guy? Thanks for dropping in. This is my little area where I do all my little information regarding like police, how I do my 4 requests. As you guys can see, I got my federal 4 requests on my right, on my city agencies that I need to deal with towards the left. Can do 8 inmate lookups. Sean Little, what's up, big guy? Appreciate you dropping in. Here, actually, a lot of people don't know about this. In the bottom left screen, where you see a pig, a piece of crap, and you see the radio, Brooklyn Audit actually got arrested for this. If you hop in here, what you can do is you could get a list of all of the police precincts in New York City, and you can listen to their radio scanners. It's completely free. As you can see at the top of the link, I actually hesitated ever putting this online because I don't want them to shut down the website. But here you can listen to every police frequency, all their stations. This is all their stations. What did I just do? All their police precinct stations, and you can listen in to what's going on in the city. So, well, we'll throw it on real quick. You got to come up here and hit the switch to turn them on. So what you'll do is you'll go here, turn it on. I turned on one. shortly we'll start hearing their communications. It's just a quiet day today. Usually these scanners go crazy. Well, let me do this. Okay, they're all on now. What's going on here? See, as you can see, guys, here, and it'll let you know. So if you take a look closely, it tells you the precincts. So the one going off that just went off now, ATL NYPD Bronx, that's the 46th and the 48th precinct. 46th and 48th precinct. Then you could see it.
A family dispute on 551 East 102, 451 East 102, apartment 2, yes, ID. I know what I said. Happen.
So yeah, that's a nice little website. A lot of people don't know about. If you guys want to take the link, NY. It's another thing I noticed too. Sometimes I don't know if they do it on purpose. They figure it out. Let's just listen. So yeah, basically, a lot of times if you stay on their signal for too long, I think they figure it out. They switch signal to a frequency that's not quite their main one, and then they just blast you with all that noise. So that way you'll just go away. But nypd.radio12.org, get a full list of all the police precincts in New York, and you can listen in, see what's going on, you know? So if you're next to a particular precinct, they're all listed here, and you could listen into the scanner sometimes, see what's going on in your neighborhood, in your area, around your job. It's a cool little thing that I learned. I found out about it when 2020, when all the riots and protesting was going on. But I'm gonna go out, have a couple brews. Oh, it's raining outside. Didn't even know that. Have a couple brews, watch a little football, and then later today, I'm gonna do a little bit of a deeper dive on these. We're gonna find out a little bit more about these cops, where they're from, what they like to do in their spare time. and get a little bit more into it, you know. So I'll be back on a little bit later. David, New York, NYC. Like, follow, share, subscribe. Appreciate you guys tuning in. And I'll be back on a little later.